Hi, welcome to your channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. I'm your host, Dr. Ghosh, and I'm back today with another very inspirational and motivational video for all of you. Friend, in my previous video on the channel, I had shared with you about inspirational Indian Maharani Rajmata Vijay Raje Scindia of Gwalior. And on that video, I had promised you that I will be sharing an inspirational story of another Indian royalty in the subsequent video. As committed by me, today I'll be sharing with you about Sultan Jahan, Begum of Bhopal. Hajjah Nawab Begum Dame Sultan Jahan, GCIS, GCIE, GBE, GCSTJ was the ruling Begum of Bhopal between 1901 to 1926. I'll be sharing with you more information about this inspirational Indian shortly on the video, but before that, I'd like to share with you a brief about the channel Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. I started this channel with the mission of changing the thought process of the present and coming generations to live by the eternal human principles. These eternal human principles, such as loyalty, integrity, honesty, respect for diversity, womanhood, respect for our elders, do not change over time and place, and living by these principles is the only way forward for conflict-ridden mankind. Orphanages in Chennai are showing these videos to the orphans there with a mission to change their thought process and structure their thinking. I feel blessed. Today, we've got over 720 subscribers, 25,000 views, and over 340 videos already uploaded on the channel. I wish to thank all my subscribers and invite all of you to join our family of subscribers. As I said earlier, today I'll be sharing with you about Sultan Jahan, Begum of Bhopal, who was the ruling Begum of Bhopal between 1901 to 1926. She was a great reformer. She brought about several changes in education. She made it free and compulsory for children in primary education. She focused on women education. She set up technical institutions and multiple reforms in the utilities sector. She was totally inspirational. She was born on 9th July 1858 and she was the elder and only surviving child of Nawab Begum, Sultan Shah Jahan, and her husband, General His Highness Nasir ud-Daula. 1868, she was proclaimed heiress apparent to Bhopal following the death of her grandmother, Sikander Begum, and her mother's ascension to the throne. In 1874, she married on 1st February 1874 to His Highness Aligarh Ittishamul Mulk, who was her ninth cousin. They had 3 sons and 2 daughters together. In 1901, she succeeded her mother as Nawab Begum of Dar-ul-Iqbal in Bhopal. She was a great reformer and following the traditions of her mother and grandmother, she set up several educational institutes in Bhopal. She focused on free and compulsory primary education for children. In 1918 onwards, she started concentrating on women's education and especially she set up multiple institutions for girl and women education. She set up multiple technical institutions and schools. She trained teachers to impart training in these education and technical institutions. 1920, she became the founding chancellor of Aligarh Muslim University, and till date, she is the only woman to have ever served as the chancellor of Aligarh Muslim University. She reformed taxation, the army, the prisons, and jails. She expanded agriculture, provided irrigation sources, constructed irrigation canals, and improved public works. She set up an executive and legislative state councils in 1922 and opened elections in municipalities with free and democratic elections. 1914, she became the president of All India Women Ladies Association. Her prime legacy, however, was in the area of health. Public health, she pioneered inoculation and vaccination programs, improved water supplies, improved the standards of hygiene and sanitation. The Begum was a prolific writer and also wrote several books, especially on education and health. She received multiple honors and awards. In 1926, after a reign of 25 years, she abdicated her throne in the favor of her youngest and only surviving son, Hamidullah Khan. She died on 12th May 1930, aged 71. The Sultan Jahan, Begum of Bhopal, will be remembered always in the annals of Indian history as among one of the top royals for her reforms and the welfare state she brought about in Bhopal. Once again, I request all of you, please do subscribe to the channel, Generous, Gracious and Gallant. I'll be back very soon with another very inspirational story on your favorite channel. Till we meet again, good luck, all the best.